Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to the Sunless Skies, where we have just done quite a bit of business at Carillon. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depends on your perspective really, we can't do more. Well, we could do more, but we can't finish the work because we need one last flaw in our soul before we will be able to, well, basically explore all of Carillon at that point. So today, it's a matter of just heading out and going to Lustrum, then we said May 16th, right? Let's see what the time is once we get to Lustrum. Because it's getting close to where Leadbeard and Stainrod should be done with their little bit of business there. Oh, you know what we could do? You know what we could do? Whether it's a good idea or not, we can go to the Trader's Wood real quick. It might burn a few... Really? I don't know why the lag has gotten so much worse. That loading lag. It's gotten so much worse. I wish I understood. Regardless, though. Bizarre as it is. Let's go over to the Trader's Wood as planned. As not actually planned, but as I'm saying we are going to plan to do it. Because I think I won't be able to bring back all my crew from Lustrum. Or I'm going to have to leave some excess crew there, if I remember how the mining works properly. So, makes sense to go over here, do a quick expedition, maybe lose a few crew members, maybe get some more insight into how everything works down there. Oh, wait. They need excess supplies, don't they? Yeah. They do. And I don't think they sell them. No, the port does sell supplies. Okay, so I could, in theory, fill my hold with supplies after we do this. Okay. So yeah, I think this is what we do. Whether a good idea or bad, this is the choice that has been made. Oh, actually, before I forget, because I am likely to... Hey, question you're on. What was all that about St. Dunstan's? What's got her so shaken up at Carillon? When I was a gal, I used to do a bit of spying for the Crown. Now I've been out of the trade for years. I couldn't help but overhear an intriguing conversation. People rarely pay attention to ladies of my age. She gives you a look as though daring you to disagree. They said revolutionaries helped our government conquer Albion. Excuse me, they mentioned a secret rendezvous at St. Dunstan's between 4 representatives, a new sequencer, a revolutionary, and 2 members of Her Majesty's government. I have to get to the bottom of this. It's my duty, she tilts her chin defiantly. I have a friend at Port Prosper who owes me a favor, and we can get lunch. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. I thought we already knew that. Or where did you think that the bomb came from? The unclear bomb. Huh. Is this not publicly known? Because that isn't London tech. Let's be clear. London technology wasn't, well, capable of that sort of thing. The Parting Glade, actually? Write a port report first. And I think if I explore the glade, we'll get a little bit of terror reduction. That would be lovely. No, it does nothing. Okay, cool. A respite from labor, perhaps? I mean, how much? 25 to fix us? Yeah, let's go for it. Perhaps not the best choice, but a choice. Yeah, Summerset Camp? I believe it was the Vituperative Classicist was the one I thought. Yep, Inanna. Yep, this is the one who I think is correct. So, that being the case, interesting. Ask how you can help, I guess. Oh. Yes, let's do its font. I feel like we've already done this, but okay. Wood's Edge. Do we have anything here that we want? No, not as such. Could gain a caged catch. Pretty good chance of that, too. So, Why not? Could always use the extra money. And expeditions. Oh, okay. Prepare for a large expedition. 6 supplies, 5... Ooh. Yes. You'll bring every... Oh my god, that is way more than I thought it was going to be. A sizable contingent of your crew volunteers to follow you into the wood. Packs are hoisted onto shoulders, rations divided and sensibly stored in little tubs. With you, Captain, a stout signaller tells you. Cool. Prepare for an expedition to the Steward's Font. The Summerset scholars believe that the font will provide clues to the identity of the king in the region's grave. This is an expedition of moderate difficulty. The Palewood. Scholars share, individually, what they know. Their transcriptions of the correspondence differs significantly, and they refuse to work together on a single translation. Still, it should be enough to get to the general area of the font. You gather your crew and make for the edge of the Whispering Wood. The scholars emerge from their tents to wave you off. You emerge into a field of purple flowers, bright as new bruises. Captain, the stoker's voice is anxious. Can you hear him? Something whispers from beneath the petals. What do they know? Maybe you can learn. The trader's choristers. Oh. The scent of the flowers is sweet, but sour, like that of rotten raspberries. Smell overpowers your nostrils as the voices overwhelm your ears, filling them with a constant babble. Your crew join you in the long grass. Wandering through the cacophony of flowers, petals open tiny mouths. They whisper directions only half in a language you speak. They tell you of groves and graves, the treacheries which happened, the defiance, the kingdom overthrown. Eventually they even tell you the way to leave. That seems like the right choice. The ground gives way to a bog, grey and fetid as a newly slain corpse. It burps lazily. The marsh reeds susurrate, growing in volume as you approach. This is English amidst the polyphony? The names, yours and those of your crew. Search for another route. There must be a better, less noisome way. The whispering trees. That might not be the best. Oh, we're burning time, too. That's unideal, but fine. The wood extends for miles, but so too does the bog, as though it were once a river or a moat. It's hours before you find a passable clearing. A glade of emerald hue, nestled between a copse of silver trees that shiver and sigh like consumptives. The trees whisper as you pass. They lie in a dozen languages only half known to you and your crew. The discordance shivers beneath the boughs. Correspondence ignites wood that shrieks, as though not meant to speak it. Wood burns and breaks. The passing is treacherous and slow. Eventually, however, you emerge. Discordance, you say, as opposed to the correspondence. Interesting. I vaguely remember someone talking to the correspondence about the correlation between the two. And it makes me wonder. But regardless, enter the Steward's Font. Below the thundering white water, a cave is visible, just under the lip of the rock. A scythe of starlight. You scale down the wet rock face and into the cave. It's several moments before your eyes adjust to the light. The cavern is not natural. The walls are covered with bronzewood instead of with never-ending gemstones, driven in too deep to remove. Distant starlight from the cave mouths reflects off the stones, filling the cave with radiance. Towards the back of the cave, you find a silver seal the size of a crown and a curved crescent blade. Correspondence is scored on the blade's battered metal. It's too large to move, but you record the sigils. Perhaps one of the scholars will be able to translate. You take the seal. Got my crew back. Speak to the Vituperative Classicist. Choose the Classicist to help translate the sigils on the scythe from the Steward's Font. She looks at you impatiently. Well, what did you find? She snatches the paper from your hands. A moment later, she laughs. It's a gift. An office of some kind. Ceremonial, no doubt. The king of Sumeria gave out offices to their favorites, usually at religious observances, just as their office came from the Queen of Heaven, and the rest. She pauses. She goes for a pen and paper. By the time she's finished, she looks concerned. I've never heard of this particular office. Tamer of the King's Bower. There's also reference to the Giggling Place, and directions. I'll mark it on your map. I don't have much in the way of fuel, though, so this is not the best timing on that. Let's look at the map real quick. You guys sell fuel over there? You do. And I could probably make it there in 1 barrel of fuel. Probably. Pretty good chance. It would be 1.2, well, 1 barrel in the engine and 1 extra barrel. We could probably make it there. It probably would work. Probably. Return to camp. Maybe. Yes. Perhaps. Whether the right choice or not, this is the choice I've made. Okay, prepare for an expedition to the Giggling Place. Yeah, for better or worse. The sigils on the side suggest it was connected in some way. You're sure the name, however, is an error of translation. Well, I'm not 100% sure of that. We had talking plants before. Flowers, technically. Once again, the scholars wave cheerily as you prepare your crew for another venture under the whispering bough of the Traitor's Wood. Boughs of the Traitor's Wood. Fair. Fair. Safer but slower option. First is this. Thunder shakes the trees. Storm's nearing, a signaler says, drawing up her hood. Should we be out in this, Captain? Brave the storm. Press onward. You might make more progress, but at a risk. Brandy is passed about in little flasks until you have to remind people not to get rotten drunk in the middle of a thunderstorm. The going is quieter after that, but swifter. Eventually the storm passes. Let's see what we learn about these little voices. Getting a little bit of sky stories. There we are. Oh. Long shadows move through the silver trees ahead. There's a mournful howl. Someone sounds hungry. A stoker tries to joke. A low growling comes from behind you. The beasts have your scent. Draw the beasts out. You won't run. You exhort your crew to stand their ground. Grotesque beasts, mockeries of earthly animals, emerge from the tree line. Their pelts are ragged and mangled with exposed inner organs, their tusks curved cruelly. It's impossible to avoid thoughts of disembowelment. Each stares as if famished. You do not give an inch. You sound the first barrage, then the second, and the third. The trees trap the smoke, your crew coughs and chokes, but the beast's blood flows freely. The beast's howls are discordant. You stop your ears and bring them down, one by miserable one. Curious, that. As before, search for a other route. Alternate. With a little bit more tales of terror. And another day gone. But now we've entered the Giggling Place, a shaded dell below a steep and cruel hill. Bright laughter emanates from within the shaded dell before you. The unquiet grave. Within the dell, the laughter becomes cacophonous. Your crew must cover their ears as you press forward through the dripping undergrowth. White ferns whisper as they brush against your heads, your hands. Ahead you can hear the lowing of beasts. The air is cold as the grave. You inch forward as the laughter crescendos, washing over you. A copse of trees, grey as rain, storm lies ahead. It blocks the rest of the dell from sight, but it is the only way forward. This seems like a bad choice. Go alone. Spare your crew whatever laughs at you from behind shadowed trees. Your crew are loyal and protest, but the relief is palpable. You stride through the trees, the distant starlight dappling their grey leaves silver. You're greeted with laughter as bright and insistent as a blade at the throat. It emerges from the dell, which descends to a gap in the trees. A canopy of dripping leaves conceals what lies ahead. Laughter, high and mirthless, can be heard very close by. You must go forward. Enter the hollow. Voices echo from within the cleft in the earth. Oh dear. Oh. Oh no. That was a bad choice. Very bad choice. At the very bottom of the dell is a brook. The water babbles and chuckles, murmurs and giggles. A bronze seal gleams just under the surface. As you reach to take it, 3 faces are reflected in the water next to yours. You're being watched by a 3-headed fox, the size and color of a polar bear. It speaks, but with your voice, your vocal pattern stolen in service of its speech. Mourn not the wild trees, nor the slain servant. Open the silent barrows. The fox flees into the wood. Your throat aches. Lost 1 of every stat. That's unfortunate. Speak to the Vituperative Classicist. Ask the classicist about the Barrows of Silence. The wood spoke in stolen voices of it. You'll only be able to consult one scholar. They do not share their findings with rivals, etc. Her eyes widen as you relate what happened. She shakes her head. Talking animals, that makes no sense. She clenches her hand in frustration. In Genesis, perhaps, but no in Sumerian mythology. She shakes her head again. If the evidence leads us away from the theory, so be it. Yes, I've heard of the Barrows, or something that could be that. We found a stone tablet in the correspondence. It mentioned quiet graves at a place in the forest where deeds were done. She marks your map. Okay, well, I can't really afford to go on another trip. But, pretty interested in all this. Oh, hey. Not my best choice, but it's a choice I made. Just 2. Thank you. Maybe more. Alright, so we're gonna have to go to Port Avon first thing. And if we're going to Port Avon, we might as well go to New... Kind of want to go to Lustrum, though. Fuel and supplies at Lustrum. Question is, can I make it there in 2 barrels of fuel? Probably. There's a pretty good chance I'll make it. The issue will be the amount of cargo I have. I have a lot of things that cost money. I don't have a lot of things that I can really eject freely. So, I think I do have to go back to New Winchester once again, unfortunately. Especially if I keep actually filling up my hold like this. It's going to make it very important that I get back to New Winchester to just drop everything off, essentially, because look at this. Look how much stuff I've got. Oh, way too many. Some of which apparently are heavy, too. Wait. Interesting. Huh. Well, regardless, onward to Port Avon, where I'm going to buy just 2 barrels of fuel real quick, and then to New Winchester, and then finally to Lustrum, as was originally planned. Ah, dearie me. Dearie, dear me. Oh, no. Excuse me, needed some water. I'm slightly parched. Hum, 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 hum. I like that the music is much more present this time than it was last time. Something to note for the future. No, none of that. Today the sky is cool and blue as ice in a glass. A little bit disturbing, but it's fine. Probably. I wonder if I could... and rather to the point, should wait for this barrel to be used. Don't really have a choice in the matter. Very good. Listen. It's fine. It's fine. See how fine everything is? Everything's fine. You just gotta trust your captain. He knows what it takes to keep going. Oh, no. Nope. Oh, actually, hold on. Get back here. Get back here, you little spindly bastard. Get back here. I need you for things. Gonna cause me trouble. Really? You can't just pause for a moment, buddy? You know what? Fine, whatever. I'm sure I'll find another cantankerous at some point. They aren't exactly uncommon. Harumph. Mildly upset noises. Oh, well, no. Will not deviate from my current plans. Ooh. You know, I did say that, but also... I mean, how could I not, right? As usual, Ministry secrets, please. You know... I do have an awful lot of Savage secrets at the moment, so... take that. Gain more cryptic benefactors that I don't really know what I can use them for, but I know they're hard to get a hold of, so... therefore they must be useful, probably. That's how things work, usually. It's a nightmare to get it, therefore it must be valuable. Dearie, dear me. How much time? I think we have time enough to get to Lustrum this episode. Ideally, if everything goes according to plan. Which, well, It should be fine. Should be. Oh, dearie dear. Oh, nope. Just attack of the engine. And some more loading lag, which fine, whatever. I've accepted that it's the way of things now. Okay. Nope, none of that. Oh, dearie me. Let's get ourselves right over here. There. Okay. I would love to do a few of these things. Skullduggery at Port Avon. Pages of the Gazette are awash with scandal. The Prudent Secretary... Port Avon Parish Council complains of noises from the local ruins at night. The Prudent Secretary is eager for any confirmation of Takati activity in the ruins. The Indurate veteran would also like someone to look into the matter, though not too hard, mind. Investigate the rumors. What could anyone want with some moldering old stones? Yeah, we'll get right on that eventually. Right now, to the bank, where I have tons of things that... Oh, right there, I'm going to take that. Maybe keep a barrel just in case, but... we'll let it sit there. It is just, one more time, just 7, right? Yes. Okay. And then if I go to Victoria Market, this is going to buy up. You know what? Let's be safe. Let's be slightly paranoid, perhaps. And go there. And then straight on to Lustrum. Unless, of course, we find another cantankery. And by straight on to Lustrum, I do mean we're going to make a quick stop at Victory Hall just to get rid of those port reports I don't need. So, sometime today, thank you. Yes, I know, you guys love me, or should, at the very least. No, nothing interesting I can do with it. 2 of those options I don't remember having. I should probably have looked at them, but... our time is somewhat limited. Not entirely, but enough that I do want to get going, as it were. Dearie dear me. There are things that must be done later. Right now, yeah, just straight on to Lustrum. And all will be somewhat okay. Oh? Hello? Oh. Burn that fuel, thank you. Love that timing. Hey, yeah, how about no, no, and no. No! Hey, buddy, guess, when I, was shooting you, you were supposed to die from that, is the thing. You see, that's, I see. Okay. Well, you have delivered quite the rebuttal, but still gonna go with the you dying and me salvaging your... I mean, I don't especially need either of those. But this is not especially valuable to me, but, well. The choice has been made. Either way, though, on to Lustrum. No more getting distracted. Well, some more getting distracted, but it's fine. Yay. Actually, how's our money situation going? Pretty good. Pretty dang good. Alright. Think. Think. I think many things. I'm not sure what I want to finish before we go to the Blue Kingdom. Like, I could finish some of the storylines for my crew. Thing is, all of them, except for my aunt, want to go to Albion to do that. I'm not sure what exactly my aunt is going to want to do after we go to Port Prosper, so maybe I should do that first, just on the off chance that she wants to go to Lustrum. Or not Lustrum, but the Blue Kingdom afterwards. Probably should do. Probably won't do, but probably should. It's always the case, isn't it? Is what you should do versus what you want to do. I'm sorry, what? You're not where you thought you were. The sky is wrong. This is not where you were meant to be. Was it a trick of the mists? Has the wind carried you astray? Have the heavens themselves turned on their axes? Okay. Push forward into stranger skies and hope that somewhere beyond you'll find familiar territories again. Yay! There we go. You order the crew to stand firm and hold the course as you traverse the uncanny fold of the sky. Eventually, your navigator utters a grateful oath. A landmark. You are found again. Wonderful! And we've... oh... well... this is fine. Can't help but notice he was blue-looking. Anybody else notice that? Do you know... do we know what that was about? Oh. Oh, hello. Could we not... is not doing this an option? Is just not this an option? Ow. That's rather rude. I would especially appreciate it if you didn't do that. Ha-ha! Foolish scribe spinster. I know how to dodge all your moves. Let's see here. The heavens are packed with tumbled ruins from eons ago. Some are melancholy, some malevolent, some hide treasures, others dangers. Here's an ivied ruin of the Reach, graceful with arches, and bristled with sprouts of moss and mushroom. Oh. Oh. Fine. Very well. The ruin seems more intact than some. If you have the workers and equipment, you could risk digging deeper in to see what treasures they hold. Partial success, I'll take that. A costly find, ooh, in terms of lives as well, I see. Your excavation discovers an irregular series of chambers under the ruins. They are canted at awkward angles. The foundations have shifted as the years slid by. You order braces erected, but it's not enough. The next day a brace breaks, a wall topples, and several workers are crushed. Beyond the wall is a hidden vault, piled with unused hours. And useful as they are to Lustrum. Ah, dear. I don't really have the hold space for much of anything, actually. Seeing that. Well, I'm gonna have the hold space, though, because I'm about to get rid of those 7 things of thirsty bombazine rolls, I think they were. Whatever you store cloth as. Units of cloth. Just cloth. Normal cloth. Perfectly normal cloth. Don't worry about it. The bazaar, please. Oh my, yes. Amberly Murgatroyd's assistant flags you down. The tea you brought to Aklis. It was meant to have information hidden in it for us to trade with visitors. It didn't. But Mr. Murgatroyd can't know that. Help the mistress out. Take 7 rolls of bombazine to her sister in Lustrum, and pack it full of any old secrets you might know. In exchange, she offers a cryptic benefactor. Lustrum lies to the west-northwest of New Winchester. Thank you. You deliver the cargo to Murgatroyd's daughter Melusine. Raise her unburned eyebrow in surprise. Amberly's been busy, she says. I'll make sure father gets these, and you've made a friend in our family. Horse and nectar going cheap. I will take that. Thank you. Okay, we are at 4,000 sovereigns. We are pretty rich at this point. Not wealthy enough for some things, but wealthy enough for many. Let's think. Well, either way, no matter what we do, Prospector's Quarter, Sweet Jane's Counting House, I have a few things. Oh. How many do you want for that? 12? I mean, I need that, though. Is the thing. Need it badly. We'll hold on to our stovepipe nameplates, but ooh. So close to that moment of inspiration. Your very own claim on the mountain, though. It's marked off by frayed ropes, wrapped around tent pegs. Oh. Don't have much, but we have some. Your claim was expensive, but any hours below the surface are yours. Of course, your crew will handle the actual mining work. Your crew takes a break. The fruits of labor are barreled up and ready for your inspection. I wonder if I should make more space. Probably should, but choice made. Oh? Miners speak of a geode containing a whole century's worth of hours, so big that it had to be dragged away by locomotive. Your crew have not found anything like that. Without a factory full of equipment, most you can realistically hope for is a fine bounty of unseasoned hours. They sit in nervous silence as you examine their efforts. It's those windward bastards, Captain. You better come see. Excuse me? Oh. Bastards came from nowhere. Windward's netty men, with their sticks and rope. Fought back, Captain. Fought like hell, but not everyone made it. The foreman surveys what remains of the mining site. Bastards, he confirms, kicking aside a broken pickaxe handle. Come on, show you what we salvaged, but I'm out of the game. Need better work than mining or skyfaring. Something safer. How many crew do I have here? Also, we have way too many. Oh dear, way too many bits. So, that being the case, let's see, what am I willing to sell to make this all work? I think that works. Yeah. But how many crew are there, is my question. Well, assign another crew member, I guess. Not exactly a plum assignment. Well, fair. Order the crew to begin mining. Might as well. Ah. Okay, so it takes every crew member a month to mine, and then, okay, I see how this will work. Each one reducing that by a day. So if I were to assign 30 crew members, it would be done basically instantly. Interesting. Well, regardless, I do need to go back to New Winchester now that I have very little fuel and supplies through no fault of my own, and then to Leadbeater and Stainrod Reserve, where I think that research should be finished, and then choices. But for now, thank you for your time. On YouTube, note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. On Twitch, note that follow button. Please press it if you don't mind. I do appreciate it very much. But, regardless, have a lovely evening, day, morning, whatever time it is by you. Enjoy it. Indulge. And take care.